I think if I was able, if anyone was able to define that, I think they would make a lot of money, because you could sell that to every government group that exists out there, because they're all so different. I'm in favor of creating a policy that states this is what land development agreements should fit within. I haven't yet talked to somebody or seen one that you can cover all the land development agreements, because they're so different. Whether it's a large company, whether it's a small company, whether they want land from the town of Gilbert, whether they want money from the town of Gilbert, whether they want sales tax rebates. There's so many different things that would go into, and everyone is different. As a council, we've approved a few of these over the last couple of years, and each one of them is extremely different from each other. So as far as what an acceptable land agreement is, in my opinion, it's one that benefits the town, but more importantly benefits the residents of the town. So in all that we do, the top priority is to be the residents of the town. And sometimes as government, it makes sense to have land development agreements, and other times it doesn't. And so each one has to be looked at individually, with the end result being, how does this protect the residents and give them a chance to make the town a better place.
Okay, second part. What's your stance on public and private partnerships?
So public and private partnerships can be a great thing. They can also be not a great thing. We look at Gilbert and the history of Gilbert. We've had some public-private partnerships that have turned out really well. Right by my house, on the corner of Guadalupe and Higley, we have a Walgreens right there that most people don't realize is part of a public-private partnership, where just behind it is Nichols Park, and you have the water reclamation area. That land is owned by Gilbert, and Walgreens uses it as part of a public-private partnership. Then we have other ones like Big League Dreams that I would say most people don't think was a great public-private partnership, and I'm sure there's some who think that it was a public-private partnership. Again, in looking at that, you have to look at what is the benefit to the town, and again, most importantly, to the residents of the town. All of us in Gilbert want Gilbert to continue to be a better and better place. It's a great place now. There's room for improvement. Public-private partnerships are one of those areas where we can leverage what the town has and what the private sector has to create an even better solution for the town. And so in the end, we need to look at the public-private partnerships, each one individually, see if it makes sense, and make sure that there are protections there for the residents, so we don't have something looking back 5 years from now thinking, well, that was a disaster, because we didn't have the due diligence up front to make sure we're protecting the residents.